Stop scrolling for a second, because the story you thought was over? It might have just taken a turn nobody saw coming. For weeks, the internet agreed on one simple headline: Stefon Diggs messed up. Cardi B walked away. End of story. It felt clean. Final.
Closed. But now?
Rumors are spreading that Stefon may have done something people genuinely believed he would never do. And if it's true, it changes the entire energy of this situation. Before we get to that moment, though, you need the full picture. Because this didn't happen overnight. It came after one night that shattered everything. After silence. After public embarrassment. After a man was forced to sit alone with the consequences of his own choices. And trust me, this story builds. Let's go back to the night everything fell apart. The night that changed everything. February 8th, 2026. Super Bowl Sunday. The stadium was electric. The New England Patriots were facing the Seattle Seahawks at Levi's Stadium. Cameras everywhere. Millions watching. And right in the spotlight,
Stefon Diggs.
He was supposed to shine. This was his moment. And standing behind him all season long had been Cardi B. Loud.
Proud.
Supportive. Showing up to games. Posting. Cheering. Riding hard for her man. But before the first snap even happened, something felt off. A reporter caught Cardi before the game and asked her for a message for Stefon. People expected energy. Excitement. That famous Cardi spark. Instead, she looked straight ahead and said two simple words. Good luck. No smile. No warmth. No playful tone. Just cold. And she walked away. It lasted maybe 3 seconds. But the internet felt it immediately. When someone who has been your loudest supporter suddenly goes quiet like that, something happened behind closed doors. Something serious. And that was just the beginning. The game that fell apart. The game itself was brutal. The Patriots lost 29-13. And Stefon? He was almost invisible. No touchdowns. Barely a factor. On the biggest stage of his career. But while fans focused on the scoreboard, something even messier was happening off the field. His child's mother, Kiki, was in the stadium, posting Instagram stories, wearing his jersey, sharing clips with their son. And here's the detail that made everything explode online. Kiki's baby was born in September. Cardi's baby with Stefon was born in November. 2 months apart. 2 newborns. 2 different mothers. Same man. Now, imagine being Cardi, watching her partner struggle on national television while another woman connected to him is posting from the same stadium. It didn't stop there. Another woman from Stefon's past, Pri, was reportedly there too, allegedly with Patriots credentials. 3 women, 1 stadium, 1 night. And then came the whispers. Unverified reports claimed Stefon allegedly brought someone to his hotel room after the loss. Nothing confirmed. But the rumors spread like wildfire. Meanwhile, Cardi left the stadium at halftime. She didn't stay for the final whistle. She didn't console him after the loss. She just disappeared. And there was one more painful detail. She had reportedly spent $1.2 million planning a Super Bowl after-party. It never happened. Just like that, $1.2 million gone. By the next morning, they had unfollowed each other on Instagram. Entertainment outlets confirmed the breakup. And just like that, it was official. Cardi's response. If people expected Cardi to spiral, they were wrong. During her Los Angeles tour stop, she addressed it head-on. In the middle of her performance, responding to rapper BIA taking shots at Stefon, Cardi paused and said clearly, "Just because I ain't messing with my baby daddy doesn't mean you get to talk about my baby daddy." There it was. Confirmation. They were done. But she wasn't bitter. She wasn't begging. She wasn't crying. She defended him as the father of her child. Then she moved on. That's Cardi.
Strong. Direct.
In control. 2 completely different paths. While Cardi was selling out shows and talking about protecting her peace, Stefon's world looked very different. His NFL career was under heavy criticism. He was facing legal issues connected to a strangulation charge he was fighting. His name became a punchline online. Even Offset posted, "I won." clearly taking a shot. And 50 Cent trolled him almost daily. The internet wasn't just watching. It was laughing. And when everything falls apart at once, your game, your relationship, your reputation, you don't have much left to distract you. According to sources close to him, that's when something shifted. Because when the noise fades, you're left alone with your thoughts. And that's when reality hits hardest. The dark period. People around Stefon say he went quiet. Not social media quiet. Not I'm unbothered quiet. Real quiet. They describe a period of reflection, of isolation. He reportedly began thinking about everything. The overlapping relationships. The women at the Super Bowl. The $1.2 million party that never happened. The promises he made. The trust he broke. But one thing supposedly hit him the hardest. Watching Cardi on tour. She would get emotional on stage and tell her fans, "Don't let nobody take your happiness away from you." And according to people close to him, he knew exactly what that meant. She was healing. She was thriving. She was fine without him. And that realization hurt. Because sources say he believed she would eventually reach out, that she would miss the family they were building. But week after week passed. Nothing. No calls. No public comments. No soft posts. Just silence. And that silence spoke louder than anything else. The rumored apology. Now here's where things get interesting. Multiple sources close to the situation have suggested that Stefon has allegedly made some kind of public acknowledgement. Not a flashy press conference. Not a dramatic Instagram live. But reportedly, a form of apology. Important to say, this hasn't been officially confirmed. No formal statement. No verified release. But according to people talking behind the scenes, Stefon has acknowledged his mistakes publicly in some way. And here's what makes it different. Sources say this apology wasn't about asking Cardi back. He supposedly knows that chapter is closed. It was about something else. Accountability. Admitting he disrespected her. Admitting he broke promises. Admitting she deserved better. They say it addressed the Super Bowl chaos. The overlapping baby mama drama. The overall handling of their relationship. No excuses. No blame shifting. Just ownership. And that surprised people. Because in celebrity culture, silence is usually the move. Lay low. Wait for the news cycle to change. Post something inspirational. Do charity work. Hope people forget. That's the playbook. But if these reports are true, Stefon didn't follow it. The internet is divided. Of course, social media exploded. Some people say it's too late. Some say it's a PR strategy. Some say accountability is accountability, no matter when it comes. Others believe it's genuine growth from someone who finally understands what he lost. And one question keeps coming up. Why now? Why weeks later? Sources say the answer is simple. It took time. When you're in the middle of chaos, it's easy to stay defensive. It's easy to tell yourself she overreacted. It's easy to blame the media. But when the chaos dies down and you're alone and the relationship is truly over, clarity hits differently. Cardi's silence. And Cardi? She hasn't responded. No comment. No shade. No comment. No shade. No acknowledgement. Just silence. And honestly, that might be the strongest move of all. She doesn't need his apology to validate her decision. She already chose herself. She's already moved on. Whether he apologizes or not doesn't change the fact that she walked away when she needed to. And she did it publicly, confidently, on her terms. The real story. This isn't really about whether Cardi forgives him. It's about growth. Two people experienced the same night. One immediately chose healing and self-protection. The other reportedly had to hit rock bottom first. That difference says a lot. If the apology is real, it doesn't rewrite history. It doesn't erase pain. It doesn't bring them back together. But it might mean something else. It might mean he's finally facing himself. And sometimes that's the hardest part. The twist no one expected. Here's the twist. The apology doesn't change Cardi's path at all. But it might change his. Because true accountability isn't about getting someone back. It's about becoming someone better, even if they never return. And maybe that's the part nobody expected. Not a reunion, not drama, not revenge, just growth. Quiet,
Late.
imperfect growth. At the end of the day, Cardi is thriving. She chose peace. She chose strength. She chose herself. And Stefon? If the rumors are true, he's finally choosing responsibility. Sometimes losing everything is the only thing that forces someone to look in the mirror. And sometimes the most powerful move isn't winning someone back. It's admitting you were wrong. Now, I want to know what you think. Is it too little too late? Or does accountability always matter, no matter when it comes? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you made it this far, hit that like button. And if you want more real stories like this, raw, honest, and unfiltered, make sure you subscribe. Because sometimes the real drama isn't the breakup. It's what happens after.